Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Arabic خطوات. In this lesson, I'm going to indicate how we can use quantifiers and to refer to emphasis. We will have about 17 different examples, both in Arabic and English, and we will try to put them in sentences. That way we can see how the meaning of certain messages that we convey could be actually misunderstood if we use the wrong quantifiers. So we'll begin by stating لا أحد, no one. لا أحد. We have something very particular about لا أحد. The root of أحد, أحد أحد, you know that? It's the one. It has to do with oneness. And it has to do with number واحد, one. So when we say لا أحد, لا أحد, we refer to no one. But I'm using لا. لا. La could be used to say no, and it could also be used with a verb to convey the meaning of don't, negation in the simple present. So I'm going to say لا أحد هنا, no one is here. لا أحد هنا, and that's a quantity. لا أحد هنا. And I could also use it with the plural by stating none of the students. لا أحد من الطلاب هنا, none of the students is here. And I'm using من الطلاب in the plural form, طلاب. The second one is شيء. شيء has to do with a thing. And if I'm saying لا شيء is nothing. لا شيء. And I'm using لا to convey no. And you can see it, even in English, is like no thing. It's nothing. لا شيء. And I would use it in examples where I could say, هل تفكر في أي شيء? Do you think about anything? Or are you thinking about anything? And you would say nothing. لا شيء. هل كل شيء بخير? نعم, كل شيء بخير. Everything is all right. But if I want to convey a deeper meaning, like nothing is dear to him or dearer to him than his work or his family, I would say لا شيء to refer to work, and لا أحد to refer to a physical individual by saying لا أحد أحب إلى قلبه من والدته. No one is dearer to him, mean closer to his heart, than his mom. لا أحد أحب إليه من, and you would say لا أحد أحب إليه من, and you would state who is this individual. لا شيء for concepts. لا شيء أحب إليه, nothing is dear to him than, could be work, could be his office, could be his pen, so it's more of an object. The third example is A, and we learned that A comes with fatha, with kasra, with sukun. It all depends on where you place it in the sentence, and we have a whole lesson about this. A, and you can find it in the lessons playlist. But I'll give you the example I have here. ليس لديها أي سؤال. She doesn't have any question. ليس لديها أي سؤال. ليس لديها أي تعليق. She has no comments. So when you say A, you refer to nothing. It also emphasizes nothingness, lack of an item, an object. ليس لديها أي لون أخضر. She has no green color in her cupboard or in a closet. So it all depends on your creative thinking and how you're forming your sentences. The fourth example and the fifth example, both of them have عدد من and عدة من, referring to a number of. Both of them have من عدد and عدة. You can, if you take min away, you would end up with the word number, عدد, in number 4, عدد. And if you use عدة, you would refer to the meaning of multiple. But when you begin a sentence, you would say عدة من, عدة من. But if you have it in the middle as an object, and over here I'm saying the example, درست, I taught. درست, so I am the subject of the sentence. درست عددا كبيرا, a large number of. درست عددا كبيرا من الطلاب. I taught a great number or a large number or a big number of students. And over here عددا كبيرا takes تنوين فتحة. You say دن كبيرا because it's indefinite. Like I stated over here, they can take all short cases. And if you want to complete your sentence, you could say درست عددا كبيرا من الطلاب since I started working منذ أن بدأت العمل منذ أن بدأت التدريس منذ أن, and you add more emphasis by completing your sentence and conveying more meaning. The sixth example is بعض. بعض can also take فتحة ضمة كسرة depending on where it is in the sentence, and I would say something like I have some questions. عندي بعض الأسئلة. عندي بعض الأسئلة. عندي بعض الأسئلة. رأيت بعض الطلاب. I saw a few students or some students. رأيت بعض الطلاب في الساحة. I saw some students in the yard. So I would say بعض. معظم, most of. معظم الطلاب لم يفهموا الدرس. معظم الطلاب لم يفهموا الدرس. But listen to this. Both بعض ومعظم وجميع وأكثر وكل وكلا can take possessive pronouns. So I could say بعضهم, some of them. I could say معظمهم, most of them. I could say جميعهم, all of them. I could say أكثرهم, more of them, referring to the majority of them. And كلهم, all of them, or everyone. And كلاهما, both of them. So from number 6 all the way to number 11, they can take possessive pronouns, ضمائر, by stating of them, some of them. Or بعضكم, some of you. بعضكم سألني, some of you asked me. جميعكم سألتموني, all of you asked me. So it all depends on the verb conjugation in the past or present, but you could say جميعكم, جميعهم. جميعهم سيكونون هنا. All of them will be here tomorrow, غدا. And we have جميع, all. We have أكثر, more. We have كل, every, or all. And كلا for dual. And I would say كلا الطالبين, both students. And both can be used as كي, لا for masculine, and كلتا for feminine. كلتا الطالبتين, and it means dual even when you state the noun. كلتا الطالبتين. I can't say كلتا الطالبات. كلتا الطالبتين, because the dual or number 2 is part of the noun you're counting or the object you're counting. We'll move on to 12, and all the way from 12 to 17, the examples I have here. And if you are with us in class, please refer to your worksheets where you will see all of these examples. Let's go to number 12. Number 12 is نفس ال, same. In English, you would say the same. نفس المكان, the same place. Or أراك في نفس المكان, I'll see you in the same place. نفس الدرس, same class. Or same lesson, sorry. نفس الدرس. نفس الصف, نحن ندرس في نفس الصف. We study in the same class. When you use نفس should always have an indefinite format, because if you say النفس, you refer to the soul. But نفس is same. If you put النفس, you would refer to the soul. And if you say نفسي, you would refer to myself. So in this example, you need to only put NFS without the definite article. And the definite article has to be attached to the noun that you are comparing. Like place, نفس المكان, same place. نفس الصف, same class. نفس الدرس, same lesson. Once I move to 13, I would state something like ال, and same for 14 all the way to 17. الكثير من, many. And I could also convey the meaning of a lot of. زرت الكثير من البلدان. I visited a lot of countries or many countries. أريد الكثير من الملح. I want more or a lot of salt. أريد الكثير من الرز. I want more rice. So it all depends on what you are, what is the quantity that you need and what you are quantifying. العديد من, a number of, and العديد has the root عدد, which is number, عدد, but you're saying العديد من. It's similar to عدد, but here it's defined by stating العديد من الطلاب طلبوا مني. A number of students, a large number of students have asked me. العديد من الطلاب سألوني. القليل من, a little or few, and you could use it to refer to a little, like القليل من الملح, a little bit of salt. But you could also say القليل من الناس, means عدد قليل من الناس, a small number. And you can say عدد قليل, like I said over here, عدد كبير. You can say عدد قليل, a very small number of. عدد قليل من الناس درسوا العربية, small number of students or of people studied Arabic. Or الكثير من الناس. الجميع, everyone. الجميع هنا, everyone is here. الكل هنا, everyone is here. So both الجميع, الكل, القليل, العديد, الكثير can take place without alif lam and also with alif lam, meaning they can happen as indefinite and definite. We have about 17 examples. We'll have to include more examples with sentences so you can see where the word is and how you can place it in your message. But I will just read these words that I included over here, and I would like for you to take your pen and paper and write them down. Listen in carefully. لا أحد, لا شيء, أي, عدد من, عدة من, بعض, معظم, جميع, أكثر, كل, كلا, كلتا, نفس الكثير من, العديد من, القليل من, الجميع, الكل. Let me know if you have any questions, and then inshallah we'll be including additional examples in the upcoming lessons. I'll see you inshallah soon. Assalamu alaikum.